This afternoon, I'll be observing a technology lesson in a first grade bilingual classroom. The objective for the lesson is TATEC 1.6C, which is performing basic software application and creating, modifying, printing, and saving files. They'll also be utilizing two supporting TATECs, 1.2C, which is to format digital information, including font attributes, color, graphics for a defined audience, and communication medium, and they'll also be utilizing TATEC 1.1D, which is to create and execute steps to accomplish a task. So what they're actually going to be doing is utilizing PowerPoint, and they're going to be learning and applying those technology TATECs of inserting both slides and pictures into a PowerPoint presentation, and then also saving it to their student network. They're going to be reviewing some characteristics of PowerPoint which they learned from Microsoft Office, or Word to be exact, which are the font characteristics, text size, color, typeface. The PowerPoint's going to be over animals, and it is to be presented at the end of 5 or 6 days. They're going to have to compile all the information, and then on the 6th day, if they're done, they will start presenting. If they're not done on the 6th day, then they'll start their presentations on the 7th day. In this PowerPoint presentation, they're going to be required to have 6 slides: a title page, the habitat, food they eat, life cycle, and one fun fact. And then they're going to be evaluated on their PowerPoint. The teacher's going to be utilizing a rubric to evaluate the PowerPoint. They're not going to be evaluated on their presentation, just on the PowerPoint presentation.
Well, we're going then.
Can you give me a second? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Catherine, because Catherine was the only one that listened. Catherine, ¿qué dijo Miss Avilés that we were going to be doing, baby? No.
Vamos a poner esto en la computadora, escribirlo.
Vamos a poner la información que tenemos en nuestro papel. ¿Dónde?
En la
computadora.
algo le pasó.
Give me a second. Just turn on. Jonathan, baby, get on the computer. Get on the computer. Go on. That's fine, but most of the things you have, right? Boys and girls, log in. Once you have logged in, put your head down. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Isaac, can you give me a second? What were the instructions? Log in and what else? Okay, is your head down? Have you logged in?
Yes.
Boys and girls, these are not our laptops, so you'll need to be extra careful with them. Yes? Okay. Lo que vamos a hacer es vamos a poner toda esa información que tenemos en nuestro papel de nuestros animales.
That we
You need-
finished?
Huh?
That we finished?
Yes. Toda la información que encontraste, we're going to put it in a PowerPoint. Remember, I've been showing you the
Oh
PowerPoint?
yeah, we did it with our moms.
We used Word.
When we were doing okay.
Eso hicimos Word.
Oh yeah, I know how to do it.
Wait. a book, we're going to put it on the computer. Okay? Remember in our book we were writing the information and drawing the pictures? Yeah. Well, you could also show your information on the computer so that it's easier for people to understand your handwriting. Okay? So listen to me. This is very important. ¿Todos tienen su papel?
Yes.
Does everybody have their paper?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing, raise your hand if you see Microsoft PowerPoint.
No.
Okay. If you do not have it, this is what you're gonna do. Go to the little start button where the four flags.
¿Y ponemos una W?
No, just
Where?
click on it.
Where for where?
Like if you're shutting down.
This way.
This is gonna appear. This tab is gonna appear. Go in. Like if you were logging off, okay? Listen to me, okay? You could do this. Hit all programs. Y esto va a salir.
What?
Hold on. Go all the way down where it says Microsoft Office.
Where? I can't even go.
Okay, let's start all over. Close it. Close it. Close it. Close it.
I don't see it.
Just exit out. Just click on the side. Click on the side, Jefferson. Okay. Now click on it again. You see where the little lupa, the little hand lens is at on the bottom? Put P. Power.
P. P. Where? P. Only una P.
P-O-W-E-R. Aquí.
P.
Type. P-O. Power. Right there. Look.
I already found power. I already did it.
Power. Ahí. Yeah. We're gonna good job. And we're gonna click on PowerPoint. So here, and you're gonna pick PowerPoint. PowerPoint. You're gonna click on PowerPoint.
Where?
Aquí PowerPoint. You haven't any more letters. Power. Click on it twice. Power. We're gonna put PowerPoint. PowerPoint. It says Microsoft PowerPoint. Kevin, can you give me a second? PowerPoint. Did you type power? Power. P-O. That's not a P. P-O-W.
Mira qué grande está, mira.
Go get him back.
Mira, ponle 96.
Hold on. That's okay. Go log in over there. I love how Adalberto is so quiet. Catherine, they're waiting. No, you click on something else. Okay, is everybody in PowerPoint? Who is not on PowerPoint? Who said no? ¿Quién dijo que no? Jefferson, log in, baby. He kept clicking on the little dots. Like the P? Instead of a P, it will come out the two dots. I don't know why. Like you would hit P, there was two dots. And then I clicked on L, and L was showing up. But the P was hitting the two dots.
I wonder why that would be.
Okay, so everybody's on PowerPoint, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, everybody's on PowerPoint, right, Brian? Okay. You don't need to. No, hold on, Kevin. Okay, so everybody's on PowerPoint. The first thing that we're going to do is save our work because we don't want to lose it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The way that we save it is, you see the little, what is that called? A disc? Como un disco? It's a little blue little disc on the top. And you need to click on that. Click on it. Yes. Click.
Where the little blue is?
Right here, where it says home, on top of home, there's a disc on the top. It's a blue disc. Show your, on the disc.
Aquí. Maestra, yo no sé, ya me confundió. Aquí. Vamos, yo me
Yes.
confundí.
Can you wait? Okay, you got it? Everybody's window should look like mine. You see the disc? Thank you, Catherine. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Baby, because you already clicked on it. We're about to save it now. Look at me now. Now go all the way down where it says computer. You see computer? Click on computer one time. And then you're going to find your number where it says S and your number. You see your number?
Where? Click it.
All the way. Did you click on computer?
What time? I click on computer. Computer. You need your number? I already clicked it. Hay un disco. Hay un disco nomás. I see my number.
Computer. Does everybody see their number?
No.
Stop touching that. Okay.
I don't see my number. I already see it.
Click on your number 2 times.
Oh, what I found? I found no intermodal. What time? I click on
Tiger 5.
search.
Tiger 5. Okay, some of you do not have your number. I'm going to come around and help you in a minute, okay? But the ones that do have their number, this is what I want you to do. So you clicked on your number 2 times, ¿verdad? Cliqueale 2 veces, 1, 2, y se va a abrir. Y vas a ver que no hay nada. ¿Ven eso? Aquí quiero que le pongas el nombre de tu animal. What are you going to type? The name of your animal. Donde está presentation 1, quiero que le pongas el nombre de tu animal.
I know how.
Isaac, where's your paper that says the name of your animal? Then you need to copy the name of your animal.
I don't got it.
Jordi, listen to me, baby. Yo dije, si no tienes el número, ahorita voy a venir a ayudarte, ¿verdad? Pero si tienes tu número, quiero que hagas esto, ¿verdad? ¿Sí o no? Ok, so tienes tu número. Ok, so ¿qué tienes que hacer? Esperar, ahorita voy a ayudarte. So si tienes tu número, Tiger 5, 1, 2, 3. Catherine, levanta la mano si tienes tu número. ¿Qué es lo que vas a hacer?
Poner tu nombre de tu animal a donde dice house.
Presentation 1, ¿verdad? So, si ya eso está, cuando pongas,
La mía no dice presentation.
ok, so ya, y cuando escribas el nombre de tu animal, vas a clicarle Save, ¿ok? Si no tienes tu número, levanta la mano. Type the name of your animal. Type the name, type the name. Isaac, what is the name of your animal? Okay, then type up the name. You need to click on it, baby. What? Right here. Now hit save. If you were paying attention, you would know. that don't have their number. Yes, you hit save. Boys and girls, do you hit save? Yes.
What?
Yes. Hold on. Hit save once you're done. ¿Quién no tiene su número? Did I say start typing, Jay? Go change your color. It's spelled Black Widow. B-L. Start. Did you save it? Who does not have their number and needs help? Right here. I'm going on this. Okay, did everybody say their words?
No, I didn't save it. Not me. Let Emma save it. Like, teacher, let Emma save.
Yes. Okay. Raise your hand if you already saved it. Raise your hand if you still are not doing nothing. ¿Todos ya están listos? Times are fine. Okay. Jordi, Jefferson, go change your color. We're going to need 5 slides for this presentation, okay? Vamos a necesitar 5 papelitos, como 5 páginas en nuestro libro. Vamos a necesitar 5 slides. Andres, pay attention. Boys and girls, I'm not going to repeat this 2 times. If you are not paying attention, Jordi, I'm not going to go and help you. Because you're not paying attention to me. So whenever you start talking, I'm like, you know what, Jordi? You were not paying attention to Miss Aviles. Is that what you want? Okay, listen to me, okay? Julissa and Isaac. We're going to need 5 slides. The first slide, who could tell me what slide is it going to be?
The animal.
Okay, keep going.
Then the comida.
Think about it. Each book has a what? A what page? A what?
Title.
A title. We need a title. What is this PowerPoint going to be about?
Title.
So you need your title. So right here on the first box where it says click to add title, I want you to put the title of the animal, your animal's name. So mine is going to be polar bears. Okay, so you put, yours is cheetah, right? You put cheetah. What is it? Jaguar. Chihuahuas. Eagles. Giraffes. Cats. Sharks. Eagle, you should have your paper, your name of the eagle on your paper. That's fine, we'll fix it later. Okay. adelante. Muévete para adelante. Para adelante. Y para de estar jugando con el dedo. Where's your PowerPoint? Yes, Jonathan. Okay, start typing it. Did everybody write the title? Okay. Do you see, Kevin, can you please get started and write the title of your animal? On the bottom where it says click to add subtitle. What should we write right there? What should we type? We know that on the cover it has the title, and what else is so important? No, baby, we're still talking about the cover. What goes under the title of a book? No. El autor, the author, the name of the author. What are you doing, Jefferson? So on the bottom, you're going to put Isaac Escobar, Jordi Rubio, Andres Hernandez. So I'm going to put Miss Aviles. And all this information is on there. Where's Andres? Aquí tienes wolf. Wolf. Yeah. L, that's an I. D, B. Your name? Luis Mejia. Yes. Jonathan, don't forget spaces. 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 Jonathan. Enter. Okay. Once you are done writing the title and your name, put your head down. So I know that we're ready to insert a slide. Another page. We're not messing with the font right now. Okay, write your name. Jonathan, just change your color. Huh? Baby, right now we are not worried about the font and the size. Later, hold on. Then you are in orange right now. Listen to me. Ahorita no nos estamos preocupando de cómo se mira el tamaño o nada de eso. Ahorita lo más importante es de meter la información en nuestras páginas, ¿ok? Once you are done, cuando hayas terminado de poner toda tu información en las páginas, ahí es cuando podemos ir a cambiar cómo se mira, si lo quieres más grande, ¿ok? Ahorita lo que quiero que hagamos es que at least get the title page on, okay? Yes?
Okay.
And get the other pages, yes?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you understand. So does it matter if it's little right now? No. After we're done, we'll make it beautiful. Yes?
With color. Yes.
Yes, with color. And with pictures and everything you want in different fonts. Okay? But first, you need to listen to me, and then we'll do that, okay?
Okay.
Yes? Okay. Now, everybody has the first slide. We need to add
4 more.
5 more slides. So in total, we're going to have 6 slides. Okay?
Okay. Allá donde está el papel y
Come and show me. Where?
I know one.
Hold on, Jordy's gonna show us where to add a slide.
Ahí arriba.
Right there where it says new slide, right, Jordi?
I just clicked it.
Listen to me. Click it one time.
I just clicked it.
Right here where it says new slide. But it's the little slide, a white little paper with almost like a star going out.
Oh, this one.
Just click on it.
Oh, this is my one. Like this one.
Yes, click on it.
Do we keep on doing it?
Yes, it's that one. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yo le hice 3 veces.
That's okay because you're gonna need how many? 5. Okay. It's okay if you clicked on it 2 times.
I did a 6 times.
It's fine, Kevin.
More than
Okay.
now we got
Eyes on me. I'm gonna show you something really, really important, okay? You see how Miss Avila's slide is?
Yes.
First of all, I'm gonna put the title. What am I gonna write about in this slide, okay? Cada página vamos a escribir algo, vamos a escribir de algo, okay? En la primera página, we're gonna write about how it looks, okay? So right now, I need everybody to copy what I'm writing. How my animal looks. En inglés. Yeah.
Es una O. How did
H-O-L.
it's right there.
How my animal looks.
How? Wait, Miss Aviles.
Okay, I'm waiting.
¿Cómo le ponemos spots?
Los que, baby?
Allá abajo está la cosa negra donde no hay
The space bar. The space bar, la larga. Lo largo. La que no tiene nada. This one, baby. For a space.
This afternoon, I observed a first grade bilingual classroom conducting a technology lesson where the students were going to be asked to create 6 slides in PowerPoint and be able to cut and paste pictures into the presentation. The presentation was going to take 6 days, and at the end of the 6th day they would have the product in order to be evaluated. I was observing on day 1. The lesson was supposed to have been conducted in the computer lab, but the presentation station was not set up, and so the computer lab was not available. As a matter of fact, the presentation station wasn't even located in the computer lab. So the teacher quickly reassessed and went and got classroom laptops. Several of the laptops were not working, and so she had about 5 students on desktop computers that each classroom has in my district. When walking into the classroom, once the children were getting situated and getting logged on, I noticed that she had about 3 students that were computer literate enough to help other students who were struggling to get logged on onto the computer. So she utilized her students in order to help facilitate the starting of the project. So while sitting down at the beginning of the lesson and observing all of this activity going on in the classroom, I noticed a few things around the classroom. The teacher had posted the objectives in student-friendly terms where all of the students could see, so they knew the objectives for the day of the different content area. And because it is a bilingual classroom and the technology lesson was going to be conducted in English, she was also had posted the ELPs, and I believe I wrote down the ELPs. They were to be working in groups and to utilize vocabulary when talking with each other, utilizing vocabulary from the lesson, the technology lesson. the specific things that she did for her ELLs, because as a bilingual classroom, all students in the classroom were, of course, ELLs, was she showed pictures when referring to something. And in that, I mean that she was presenting on a star board with the use of the projector exactly what she was doing on her desktop so that the students could look up and see. There were also times when she used the cursor to show, or to use a pointer to show explicitly where exactly she was asking the students to look on their computers. She did have to redirect the class, as we would have to in first grade classroom. One of the instances, she redirected the class with her hand up in the air, and she counted down from 5. You could tell that the students were used to this type of redirection, because before she reached 1, all students were following her directions. At the end of this redirection, she even praised students who immediately went back onto task. She asked the students also to repeat the directions, so she was checking to make sure that they understood what they were supposed to be doing. One of the things I did notice that she did was code switching, which is something that we do not recommend and is not best practices in the classroom, to code switch in an ELL classroom. It confuses the children. Spanish support in a bilingual classroom at times is necessary, but to be conducting the instruction, code switching as we call it, going back and forth between English and Spanish, can be confusing for students. And after the observation, I did sit down and have a conversation with the teacher in reference to monitoring her code switching, and that if necessary, to go ahead and just give complete instructions in Spanish, and then also follow up with complete instructions in English, so that we were not going back and forth between English and Spanish, and everything was understood in one complete thought in either language. She was walking around the classroom while giving instructions and making sure that all students were understanding and redirecting students that needed explicit help, or re-instructing the student as to where to go or what step that they should have been on at that time. Again, she did have 3 students that were computer literate enough to go around and help the other students that were either, I hate to say not computer literate, but may have been just a little bit slower at progressing through the steps of the instruction. The students did have a little bit of trouble finding the network. I think that they might have had some difficulty with me being in the classroom, since they had never seen me come in to do an observation. I felt like it would have been much better on my part to have gone in a couple of days before or a couple of times before I came in to do the observations, so that the students were familiar with me. I was new to the class, and so therefore a lot of them were looking at me and having to be redirected from looking at me and wondering what it was that I was doing. And since I wasn't allowed to speak for the observation, I didn't have a chance to explain to the students what I was doing in their classroom. Although when I did stop my observation being recorded, I did let the children know, and I thanked them for letting me come into their classroom and watch their lesson, and also apologize to them. And so that was a learning point for me as hopefully a future administrator, to come in several times before so that the students are familiar and comfortable with me being in the classroom. The teacher, just to make sure that the students were understanding the instructions, had the students recount the steps that she was asking them to do. She gave them specific instructions on what they were to do with the title page. She asked the children to put their head down before she made the next transition. That seemed to make it much easier for her to see who was on task and who wasn't on task. She asked the student to go up and, or what I should say is she utilized a student as a student teacher to go up and explain to the rest of the class as to exactly what they were supposed to be doing. I noticed that the students were actively engaged in learning and that they were being successful in their learning. The instructions were learner-centered. The goals and objectives included basic knowledge and skills, which was very obvious that the children were familiar with the computer, that they understood what it was that they were supposed to be doing, and most of them were able to do the steps without redirection. Again, I think some of the redirection was because I was sitting in the classroom and they were not used to me being there. I felt that the teacher was very good with motivational strategies. She counted down, she gave them lots of transition time, she asked them to reiterate the steps, so she was making sure that they had understanding. If they did not, she asked a student who was familiar to go over and help the student. If she was helping another student, she was walking around the room while giving the instructions, making sure that all students were on task and that they were able to see and understand completely what she was doing. The learning was reinforced and the assessment was aligned with the objectives, because she was asking, the objective was that they would know how to create a slide, add information to the slide, save a PowerPoint presentation, and to insert pictures into their PowerPoint. So she was, so the assessment was aligned with the objectives. She utilized an appropriate assessment, in my opinion, because it was a technology-based lesson, and she was asking them to do and present a presentation utilizing skills that they had previously learned through Microsoft Word. She was supportive, she was courteous, she was respectful with the students. They were supportive, courteous, and respectful with the teacher. She used verbal and nonverbal communications with the students, and she encouraged reluctant students. She modified and adapted the instruction for her at-risk children, meaning that if she saw that someone was not following or someone was lagging behind, she made sure to either send a student over who did understand. She went over if the other students were busy or if no one was available, to make sure that they understand and caught them up. She didn't work in small groups, but she was walking around and monitoring all the students. The observation went very well. I feel that the students understood the task that was set before them, and I would give the teacher a proficient status.